We're good to go. Okay, this is like the first guest podcast. Leave that in because screwing up is like
Podcast, huh?
podcast. Screwing up is like a learning thing, so just leave that in.
Respect it.
But today, our special guest, a world-renowned, world-traveled, super best friend, Exis. Also, it's not also known as Feliciano. He is Feliciano, but he's also known as Exis. So,
Hey guys.
you can introduce yourself
Hey
way
boss.
better than me.
Hey Daniel.
Hello.
Yeah. My name is Exis.
That's it. His name is Exis. and that's it for the show.
You said everything that you needed to say.
That's all you need.
Thanks for the introduction.
He liked that when he was world renowned. He's looking at me. He's like,
Yeah, I was
I
like,
like the way this
He
sounds.
is world
I like the
renowned.
way. He's like, I like the way this sounds.
Bro,
I like
since he's like come up, he's like been all over the world. He doesn't even live in Melbourne anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, I live in Prague. I moved out
we
4
don't
years
see him-
ago.
We don't see him as much as we don't see him as much anymore. Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah, because he hates.
he hates
Do
us.
you hate Australia?
No, I love Australia. You know, it's still such a good country.
You know,
But
the party life is
Yeah,
not great.
party life in Europe is so much better. Everything's close, you know.
And the people?
The people are open-minded, they're fun. They're not as crazy as Australians. So they're a bit controlled, you know. They know when to stop, but when to go hard and then stop.
Yeah. That's why Australians die a lot. not like, yeah, not in a bad way. So it's just like, they don't know when to stop.
Yeah, they don't. That's true. They actually don't.
And spiders.
And
And-
spiders
yeah.
And spiders.
And snakes.
And snakes.
And kangaroos.
and kangaroos. Yeah.
Has anyone died from a kangaroo besides hitting a with a car? Like
No,
literally
surely.
just
Yeah.
hand-to-hand
You
combat.
hit one with your car and you die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it dies and you die at the same time.
They're
That's like,
actually tanks.
I'm
though.
saying hand-to-hand
kangaroos are
combat.
actually tanks.
That's true. Yes.
Bro, one time I left my friend's house and there's a kangaroo on the corner like this, just like he's waiting to punch me. They're scary, man. They're very scary.
Did you arc up to him?
No, I drove away, bro. What the hell am I gonna do to a kangaroo? Bro, he was ready to fight. I'm not ready to fight. Oh man,
Bitched out, man.
nah, I had to, bro. That thing will kill me. Just hit me with that kick and that's it. I'm dead.
It's alright. Just a few more months in the gym and you'll be able to take him on.
I'll get there. That's my motivation. That one kangaroo. That went like
Alright.
this.
He's still waiting for you.
I'll return back to that spot one day. Yeah.
Is it a he? How do we know?
It's big. That's all we know. So what are you doing back in Australia now?
So I came back because my mum turned 60.
Happy birthday to your mum.
Happy birthday.
She says thanks.
I'm sure you did.
I haven't even told her, but she says thanks already.
By the time this comes out, she said thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I miss all you guys, you know, the rest of the family, the friends, and it's summer here. It's really cold in winter, so I tend to come back to Australia once every summer. So I had to choose between Christmas or my mum's birthday, and I'm like, oh, I'll go during your birthday. It's the last month of summer, and then yeah.
It worked out well for you.
Yeah, but man, the ticket prices, I swear, what is going on?
But you're like rich though.
Hey.
What are you gonna leave that on? Yeah, keep going.
Even the rich, the ticket prices these days will leave a hole in their pocket. But it was worth it. These ticket prices was well worth it. I didn't know at the time, but I bought my flight, and then they upgraded me to business class. Yes.
So that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
For free.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
The ticket prices wasn't really too much.
No,
Because
not anymore.
Yeah, because you got that upgrade.
It was an investment now. Investment for my health.
If anything, it was a discount.
Yeah.
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 When was the last time you were here before this trip?
He comes every
Was it
year,
every year?
right?
Well, that's what I used to do
But
before
there was
pandemic.
because
That's
of
what I
the
was saying. Yeah. So it's been a
So
couple
it was
years.
April 2021
Oof.
when I left
Yeah.
Australia.
So a year
And then
a
I
half.
came back here February, so 2 years.
So the
Almost,
pandemic also affected everything, like your shows and
Yeah.
your stay in Prague and everything.
Yeah, and Australia was locked Remember?
Yeah.
Not even
We copped
residents
the-
could come back.
We remember
Yes,
very, very,
I think Melbourne
very
copped the
vivid.
longest lockdown out of
Yeah.
the world. Yeah,
He goes, "Do you remember?" It's like we didn't
We
get
were
out,
here,
we
bro.
didn't get out of
We were
that.
here.
We didn't get out of the house for 2 years. Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
vaguely.
People in America started to finally notice who we are. It's like, oh, you're Melbourne or you're Australia. Are you the guys that are like locked down completely?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's us.
that's us. Yeah.
Yeah, but I lived in Prague, which also had the same kind of lockdowns. So I was stuck between lockdowns. But what I did was, as Melbourne started locking down, I went back to Prague. So I was in Prague first. They locked down first. So I went to Melbourne. Then Melbourne sort of locked down.
And
Then they did real lockdowns, and I went back to Prague.
And were they super locked down when you went back, or they were like loosened up?
Nah, loosened up already.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So you're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, yeah. They were I think, Czech Republic. So that's the country Prague's in. One of the countries that went, nah, screw the whole digital certificate. We don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So, but now, like after the pandemic cleared up, did you do any more? Did you do shows? Did you get back to shows and stuff?
Yeah, so as soon as I got there in April 2021, I did one show straight away. Yeah, it opened up.
Was it like weird, or were they good with the show? Like were people
No,
like,
it's like, oh, you can only limit the amount of people in there, and everyone should be like 2 meters apart, and no, we didn't have a no dance floor. No, we did. We had a no dance floor rule, which was really weird. Yeah.
yeah.
So no
But yeah.
dancing, but drinking you're allowed.
And you have to be 2 meters apart.
Yes.
We kind of had that in two places. In America, we had that for New York Comic Con. No, was it New York or San Diego? That was you have to wear a mask and you have to be away from people.
San Diego.
That was San Diego.
In the club.
No, in the whole,
No.
in the whole.
Oh yeah, was
like,
I there during? that?
I'm not a DJ.
Well, I was there during that one. Yeah,
You weren't there during that one. This is when we went.
but we went during. Did we not
You
go
didn't go
during the
San
pandemic
Diego.
as well?
You
Was that before?
bro? You haven't been there
I have
since
been.
2018.
Oh yeah, that was before. yeah.
Anyway,
Lost track of time, bro.
then Singapore, we did like a sort of banquet dinner for Johnny Walker.
Oh.
And the thing is, you weren't allowed to mingle and take your mask off unless you had like a beverage in your hand.
Yeah, so we kept just refilling his drink. We refilled my drink.
They
just so
kept refilling my drink. I got like fucking wasted.
Yeah,
by,
you got wasted.
I got wasted by like I had a public speaking thing. I had a speech, and by the time I got to the speech, I was like, I can't even remember it. And it's like it was meant to be a 5 minute to 7 minute speech. And I like talked and like I said a whole bunch of things. And I'm like, man, I got this. And I finished it. And it's like everyone clapped. I'm like, that was great. The woman comes up to me, the organizer. She goes, that was amazing. But could you have done it more than a minute and a half? I'm like, that's all I did. I'm like, I felt like I was there for like 15 minutes. And I was only there for a minute and a half.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what did I say?
So you were
was a
that
good
relaxed that you were just like, yeah, I got this. And
I got this.
I did it well.
I did it well. Like, I'm like, I got this in the bag. Then I told Shady, I was like, we'll play it back. And he goes, I didn't record it all.
He didn't
bro, it
even
was a
record
good
a minute. So were you drunk too?
No.
I had, there was other photographers and videographers there.
Yeah.
And they kept coming up to me and interrupting me when I was working.
Oh.
Yeah.
They kept interrupting. It's like one of them asked for advice during my speech. And Shady, he's such a nice guy. He goes, it's a great idea to teach him a tutorial while I do my speech.
Oh my god, that was a good event.
Speaking of speeches, have you ever had to do any public speaking yourself, Exis? Or anything like that?
Well, I
Or no?
MC on the mic while I'm playing. 3, 2, 1, jump. Or if I'm in a country, let's say Vietnam, I'll say something in Vietnamese, like hello, something like that in Vietnamese, Xin chào.
Yeah, see, that's like there's no response feedback there, so you kind of don't have that anxiety of like what the force feedback is.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have like have you been on radio shows in these countries and stuff? Have you been on?
I've done a radio show like for Kiss FM
Yeah.
a couple of times, and then I play my 30-minute segment, and then I'll sit down on the radio mics and have a bit of a chat like this.
Yeah.
So
I done my first radio show, show, about 4 years ago. and I didn't know how it works. So I'm in a booth, and there's no one there. And I always thought you're in a booth with the people, and it's like you're talking. But I'm like in a dark room, and I'm like, they're like, wait for the beep and feedback, and hear someone talking. I'm like, this is how it works?
No, it usually doesn't work like that. You are sitting with the people in the
That's
room.
what I thought I was gonna do, but apparently this time it wasn't like that. I'm like just in a room by myself. I'm like, this is a scary room. It's like, and that's why, like, if you heard me on the radio, it was kind of like it sounded like I was nervous. I was just not sure what's happening. I was like, I was just in a dark room. But yeah, that was my first radio, like, talking to the radio and stuff. But but public speaking, that Singapore was the first one. But yeah, I'm still getting used to this shit. Like, this is why we're doing the podcast.
I think public speaking will be the hardest one out of them all.
Yeah.
Radio speaking, MCing, and then public speaking, where it's just you're the only one talking. There's no music in the background.
Yeah.
Nothing to distract anyone.
Well, that's like when you start winning awards, which you will. This is the stuff. This is the speeches you need to make, man.
Yeah, bro. Start preparing.
I've never seen that in the clubbing scene. Maybe like when someone wins #1 DJ Mag,
Yeah.
they'll say a few things.
Speaking of DJ Mag, there was like history there. Remember the DJ Mag thing that we did
Oh,
back in the days?
oh yeah.
It's like he had our full support. Everyone like as soon as you got in, we were like all proud parents. That was
Wait, DJ Mag?
Was it DJ Mag that you were in?
No,
It was.
no.
No, what was it? No, it wasn't DJ Mag. What was that thing?
It was like a different voting one.
Yeah, the
Transpodium.
Transport.
Yeah.
My bad. It wasn't DJ Mag.
Or do you mean the
one where you
where we all voted to get my remix?
the remix? That one. What was that?
It was a Creamfields remix competition
Okay,
for
that's
W
what
and
it was.
W.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Nowhere to go. So they were doing a competition, remix competition, and the winner would get a gig for Creamfields.
And you won.
Yes.
Yes, that was.
Oh, I was so close.
You guys
I
need
remember.
to.
Congratulations, bro.
Thanks. That was a long time ago. That was my breakthrough, I think.
That was his thing. That was his
first breakthrough in the local scene.
Yeah.
And how was that? How was that event or that gig?
Oh, that was fun. Like I played first, obviously, so
Yeah.
like the crowd is just building up, and a lot of my friends and like the early goers in festivals.
Yeah.
It was a good set, but I screwed up like what every DJ does one time at least in their life. I stopped the music.
What, by accident?
Yeah, because on the DJ deck, if you press the Q button,
Yeah.
it stops the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I did that while I was playing the winning song that So here I am, I'm playing the song that, everyone's expecting me to play. They got me that show, and I pressed the Q button, and it just stopped. But everyone was like, oh, so I had to like start again.
Like pretend that it was on purpose that you paused it.
Nah, everyone knows it's fuck up.
You can't tell.
You
can't get away with it.
You can't
get away.
backtrack.
Yeah. I can blame it on the system, like the power went out, but everyone knows the power's still on. That was a complete fuck up. But then what I did was just start the song again from the beginning, and everyone cheered, because I had to get to hear the whole thing again.
That's the thing. It's like that night. It's like everyone was voting, and it's like there was like a battle between you and this person that was coming second, and it's like
So what they were doing was the top 3 voted tracks went to the final, which then goes to W and W, and they choose the winner out of the 3.
Yeah. So
they had to get the votes to get the top 3.
Yeah.
But I was 3, wasn't I? And 4.
I think so.
Yeah, and we were fighting for the 3rd place.
And you got in, and then you won it overall. So you're like, you're the best.
Because the first guy voted and the second guy voted were already clearly in. They had way too many votes, and it was just me and the 4th guy.
The fact that your one got picked was obviously you're the best one out of the whole thing.
Just
like shout out to the other guys, but you're like the best one.
Thanks.
Your one was the best one.
Respect, bro.
And like tell Shady the track what it is, so we can link it because I want people to.
It was W and W Nowhere to Go Exis remix.
It's a winner, bro. It's
the first breakthrough track. Yeah.
Well, speaking of breakthrough, like what was your come up? What was your we like asking about like what is your made it moment? When did you finally be like, man, this is it?
Was this your made it moment?
That was for the local scene.
Yeah.
And then the second major breakthrough, is probably when I made The Count.
Yeah, that was good.
So there was a few years in between the Nowhere to Go and The Count, I had a few little breakthroughs in there, like getting Armin van Buuren's attention, like that, you know, releasing on his label. But it wasn't the song The Count. That's when everyone started taking notice of me internationally. My Malaysian fan, my Indonesian fans, like they're my biggest fan base, those two countries.
Yeah.
And they started taking notice of me. And even the local scene was like, okay, like he's good now.
He's good. Like he's like he's not
he's respectable.
He's respectable.
He's like he could be his main stage now. He's like, that's what you are.
And that story was really funny because I made The Count as a joke. Because I'd never make psytrance.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, you know, I'm going to make psytrance for the first time. All right, let's just try it for fun. I made it, and surprisingly, the label liked it, Armada. And I gave it to Ben Nicky. So this big DJ. He's big DJ. He's coming to play Transmission and at the time. And I gave it to him. And I said, hey, bro, do you want to play this track for your set? But don't tell anyone about it because it's not released yet. Because, you know, no one wants to ID a track until it's released.
Yeah.
And so he played it. And the funny thing is, Vinny Vici was also playing that night. So after that day, all the fans were hating on Ben Nicky for playing a Vinny Vici track. They were saying, why would you play a Vinny Vici track when he's playing after you? No DJ does that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a rule that you never break.
Yeah.
You can't play a track where the DJ who made it is about to play. Yeah. And he's telling everyone, I didn't play no Vinny Vici track. What are you guys talking about? And everyone was just hating on him on Facebook and all the comments. And he's like to me, hey bro, I have to expose it, man, because I have to save my face.
Yeah.
So he's like, guys, it's not a Vinny Vici track. It's one of you guys, Exis. It's his track. And then I think when everyone went back to the videos recordings, they realized, oh shit, it's not Vinny Vici. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's when it blew up and then Armada was like, oh, this is good. There's a lot of hype going through. Yeah. So that's when.
That's awesome. That's actually a dope story.
Yeah.
And speaking of genre flips that you don't do, are you planning on flipping genres?
Again? Yeah. So at the moment, I'm making some techno.
I haven't heard
hard techno.
I haven't heard. I haven't listened to techno in like years.
I forgot it existed.
Like 10 plus. Forgot it existed.
This is like really underground. Like for some people, it's monotonous and repetitive. Yeah. But for people like us who's grown up with like trance and techno, we love this stuff. Yeah. So it's kind of my roots.
It's your New
I'm
Year's
going
resolution,
back
wasn't it?
Are you gonna try something different? Like we all know like techno how it is. Are you gonna fuse it with the stuff you've learned over the years?
Yeah, that's what I do usually with my tracks. When I made psytrance, I fused it with my big room stuff. Yeah. And then now I'm making techno. I don't know if I'll fuse it with big room or psytrance. Maybe. Like
but I've been seeing people do like a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like I've seen people doing Melbourne bounce with R&B.
Yeah.
Like Melbourne bounce and R&B. I'm like, well, how did that help?
And it works.
Like how did that mix?
It
does work.
Good, yeah.
It does work. That's
what I love. Different things in that work.
I only have one rule when I'm making music is that if I wouldn't dance to it, I wouldn't release it. Because if I don't like it myself, like if I don't think it would work for the club, then I wouldn't play it in the club. Yeah.
That's kind of like me with my work. If there's something that I dislike, like a fandom that I dislike, I can, like, sure they can like commission me to make the job, but I just don't have heart in it. It's like I don't want to make it.
Yeah.
And that's usually the case. There's a lot of projects I decline because I'm just not into this thing, and that's how it is. Because you know your heart's not going to be in it, and you're going to be literally bored making it.
Yeah,
and that's how it is.
Yeah, you don't want to make it for the sake of making. You want to actually make it and enjoy what you created.
One of my tests is that after I've worked on a track for, let's say, 3 weeks, a month, if I'm still liking that track, that after that time, that means it's something good.
Also, when you finish a track, like when I finish a piece and I'm proud of it, I send it to a few people that I know that I trust their opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have these few people that you send your stuff to see how it is? And to see how everyone reacts to it?
It's like one person. And I always ask for production feedback.
Yeah.
not creativity feedback.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
don't
to
like giving creativity feedback and receiving creativity feedback, because if they start telling me, oh no, don't do this in this track, then it's not,
it's not your track anymore. It's
they're
like,
trying to tell me change my thinking, change my idea, and
Yeah.
and I'm not thinking, no. I just tell me if something sounds bad, like it sounds too boomy,
yeah,
or that hurts my ears,
Yeah.
like that.
yeah. Well, I get the whole point, like the creativity wise. If someone tells you to change a whole chunk to what they will do,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's got 15% of them now or 20% of them now, and
Mm-hmm.
that like it's not like you don't want to give them credit. It's just it's not your whole track anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's basically specifically I asked them for production feedback, not like creativity.
Yeah, I sometimes send stuff to Soul, and the piece is finished completely. He goes, "Can you change this bit here? You mean the main focal point? Yeah, can you change that?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I can't change that. He goes, "It's very distracting." I'm like, "The main image is distracting." He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, this is bad feedback." And then I kind of sometimes, when you look at your piece and you hear what he said, it's like, God damn it, I gotta change it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it gets you down sometimes,
Yeah. If he's saying this, they're all gonna say this. So it's like you change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you had a favorite? Do you have a favorite show you've ever played? Like best place you've ever been to played? 'Cause I know you went to Malaysia and Indonesia.
Well, yeah, I was
recent-
just recently in Malaysia, and I played there, called the Re-Energize.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's something about Malaysians, they just really get going.
Yeah.
Like, very reactive to the music. So they're really hype, constantly like giving you feedback about your set, and they just like my music, and it just makes me feel really good that this is what I work towards.
Yeah.
And I'm playing them my songs, and they're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm like, this is why I love this job.
Yeah.
See, I think it's like countries like that and places like that they don't get as many shows, and they don't get as many gigs like the world does, as much as that mass. And I think that's why they appreciate it more. Like when you go to a place that has like gigs like every week or every 2 weeks and stuff, and people become numb to it, but
Yeah.
they still go and they enjoy it. But it's like you can see the other ones. It's like, oh, this is they treat it as if it's their only event they're going to, which is that's where you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you feel it. It's like, and also you guys are DJs and stuff, so you kind of feed off that energy. You need that energy.
Yes. That's part of being a DJ.
Yeah.
Like feeding, understanding the energy as you're playing, and then knowing sort of like, okay, it's not working, or this is working, it's really good, but it's time to change it up, or
This is like a kind of that's not a weird question, but have you ever had a show where you felt like the crowd's not reciprocating, and how did you feel if that happened?
There's some cities where I suppose the clubbing culture is just known for not really reacting. They just like to drink within themselves.
Yeah.
Those gigs, well, you just accept it as it is. Yeah. They're still having fun. They're enjoying your set, but they're not going to give you the feedback you want.
But how do you feel in that situation? You just play? You just go on?
Yeah, I just play, or I look for a small group of people.
Yeah.
And look for their reactions. So that's my only cue.
And that's the ones you always like point at. It's you're doing something. All right.
There's some people putting up their hands, so I start pointing at them, and if I see they're enjoying it, then that's what I'm looking at.
The reason I bring this up is because I kind of like it. I kind of connect it to like stand up. Like, when you do like that's like I don't do stand up, but I feel like that would be like the biggest fear when you're like doing stand up and no one's laughing, or and it's dead quiet. I'm like, I don't know what I'll do in that situation. Probably run out.
Thank God we're not stand-up comedians.
Same for that thing though. There can be tough crowds for that type of. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the question. But he seemed to know his way around. He'll look for one person or like a couple of people doing like movements. It's like, I'm just gonna look in that direction.
I've had a moment where I played in a club where it's known for like bass music, like bass house, dubstep.
Dubstep.
Yeah.
And they got me to play there, psytrance, and I can tell the people were kind of like expecting the normal music they hear there every week, and luckily the police came and just stopped the event.
Did you?
No, I didn't call the cops.
Exis emergency. What's your emergency? No one's dancing. Daniel's pissed off. It's like that. Daniel knows why he called the cops. Bro, I went there. No one danced.
Oh, but yeah, the cops came. They stopped the event, and then they just had to get me off the decks because I don't know. I'm an international artist, and maybe something's up with the visas, or I don't know what it is, but the organizer just said, okay, you can get off now. And they put another DJ.
The cops there? What was that the reason?
What, they came for you?
No, they don't come for me. Like sometimes they just come for raids, just to check.
Okay.
They're not really raiding. They just come to check,
I
make
thought
sure
they came
everything's
for you.
alright.
It's like, why are cops coming for visas?
They don't come for me, but just to be safe, the organizer will grab me off.
Yeah.
They'll put another DJ there that's local, right?
Exis was like, oh no, don't take me off.
How's your night?
I was having such a good night with the crowd. Don't get me off.
Yeah.
The cop asked him, how's your night? Shut it down now.
Yeah, and then the new DJ started playing bass house and dubstep and all that stuff. So I'm thinking, all right, okay.
It makes sense now.
Yeah.
If you pointed at me, bro, I would come and dance with you. Don't worry. If it was me personally, if you said he did one of these ones to me, bro,
This is one of those clubs where there wasn't really a
purpose.
dance floor.
It's on
Actually.
purpose,
Yeah, like a very, very tiny dance floor in the middle, in the front, and everything else is like seats and sofas and drink.
Do you ever get people that just come next to you and just do one of those ones?
No,
Like just random. You don't let
You'll
anyone come
get-
to the back, or they?
They're not supposed to be able to access that area.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 'cause it's a hazard. You know, they can stop the music.
Yeah, that's true.
They can turn the power off, right? And they're usually drunk.
Yeah. That's
So you played these gigs. You told us where you've liked your favorite gig. Is there a dream destination you want to do?
Oh, Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
yeah.
That's the ultimate. Yeah.
You hear that, Tomorrowland? He's like free and
Get
single.
it done, bro.
He's single as well.
Get it done, bro.
What's this?
Isn't Tomorrowland soon? This year's one soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard tickets are expensive for that.
He's not caring about tickets. He wants to play there.
Like, I'm saying
Boss
the
knows.
event in general is like.
Why pay to get in when you can play?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And
Fingers crossed.
that's dream gig event. But is there a dream location? Like, is there a location that you want to travel to and play for that fan base?
I remember when we growing up, Ibiza was always like, talked about as the number one trance destination.
I'm still surprised you haven't gone there.
I
Like
know,
you went.
I know, because it's not trance anymore.
Still
the
go.
main music. Yeah,
Bring it back, bro. Revive it.
I don't know, it just reminds me of that movie, Kevin and Perry Go Large. I was like, I want to go Ibiza one day, experience this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, you're still young.
yeah, well, dream destination, I guess. Yeah, Ibiza, but dream gig would be Tomorrowland, which is in Belgium. So Belgium would be also
Manifest it, man. I'm 100% you get Tomorrowland. You will. Like
no matter how long
Set
it
up
takes.
Tomorrowland,
the,
bro.
the fact that you haven't got there yet is so surprising to me. But it's like you will get there.
We're praying for
I'll
you,
tag them in this post.
bro. We'll get it. We'll get you there,
I'll
bro.
tag them.
We'll get you there, bro.
All right,
We'll get you there. We'll make our connection.
you guys will get to be my guest list if you get me there.
Wow, that'll be sick,
Not just-
actually.
But what about like I do? Like I when I was doing shows, I only did Australia. I did like I think one outside of Australia. Like not even. It was only Australian shows, right? Like the cons and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not till America, and I did shows in America, and it's like the music scene is huge there too. You ever plan to do America? It's like
Yeah, I had plans actually before pandemic. I was supposed to start applying for my visa because it's very hard to get in March 2020, and then to play by July, something like that. And then pandemic hit,
then COVID. COVID stopped everyone's plans.
and then 2 years happened, and partly my fault. Those 2 years, I decided to just take it easy, spend time with family. You know.
It's a good decision, man.
Yeah,
You don't get
yeah,
much sun.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I came back to Australia. I was in Prague at the time, but yeah, I came back to Australia for 1 year. Then I went back to Prague. And
I still would love to see you like go to America and do your gigs there. I'll probably go with you and do like some of my gigs
I
there.
want to see one of your gigs, man. Honestly,
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
the video you had pinned on your account.
Didn't he invite?
That was in Malaysia.
Yeah, that was
he
sick.
invited you to one. And you
Me?
didn't go a while back.
was
Me?
it?
Yeah, he invited you and Hamada, I think.
Oh yeah.
remember?
How, what age was I though?
That would have been like a gig that while I was down here, right?
Yeah, you
but
were-
I was already in Prague. Like
You were here.
yeah, but I was already living in Prague, and I just came back for the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
How old was I at the time though?
You were of age.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Of course.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't remember, to be honest.
yeah. I
There had to
don't
be a reason.
probably Charlie's Pizza or something.
No, I didn't work with there back then.
I don't know. You had
That was only been a year.
probably had an excuse.
Maybe
yeah.
you needed Hamada to come.
Maybe.
Did
Was it a
Hamada-
club?
Did Hamada go to one of your gigs? He did, right? He did go to something of yours.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. My memory is so bad.
Yeah, I think he did, but he was like,
But he didn't stay for long.
he didn't stay for long, and
Yeah.
he didn't do his normal shikis.
Oh yeah, he became a different person.
Yeah. It's like he spoke a lot of game, but then he goes to the place. It's like, hey, bro, I'm staying moderate.
Just one of these ones.
It's like, yeah, I can't do what I usually do in
Yeah.
front of you. while the camera's looking at me, I can't do it. It's like,
Whatever happens in the club stays in the club. It's okay. Or
That's
whatever
probably
happens
why.
backstage stays in backstage. That's that's the quote.
that's the question.
That's bucket list for me now.
Are we
to go
leaving?
to one of your
We're leaving
gigs.
that in, right? That stays. That stays. He's just telling us
Every DJ knows this.
everything.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, did you know ever since you were young you wanted to be a DJ? Or was there a point
No.
where, like, what did you used to do before DJing and all that?
All right. Well, I graduated in uni. I went to uni after high school. I did computer science and applied mathematics, and I became a game programmer. I worked for programming games, Logic, and all that. And that was my first dream job actually, because I loved games. Everyone played games, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not everyone.
Still doing it now, man. It's
Yeah.
huge now. Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, if I want a job, I'm going to make a job out of this. But I also played the piano and loved electronic music. And I started music production very early in my life, about 14, 15, or even earlier, I think, 12.
I think you were doing like,
PlayStation 1, music.
yeah, you were doing tracks for yourself.
Yeah,
based
just
on-
for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Also,
always my hobby already. But I thought, okay, proper job, make parents happy, all that stuff. And yeah.
you used to work for EA, right?
Yeah, so they had like a branch here. What happened was I was working in a gaming company, and we got bought out by EA. So we became part of
You
EA.
became
So
part
I
of-
worked for EA.
He was part of EA before EA turned to what EA is. But what's good?
Almost.
Also, you used to. That's where you started Street Fighter, or like what you played with the.
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah.
That's when Street Fighter came out on the arcades.
And you started playing with the developers there, and you just on your breaks, yeah.
No, I only played there when it was on consoles. So it was earlier.
Oh, you played
Even
earlier.
earlier, arcades.
So this is like the story is like
That's how we met.
That's how we met. Like
Yes.
yeah, it's like it's a how I met your mother story.
That's how I met Boss
And then I met
and then his two brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then he met Little D later on as my nephew.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
Street
4.
Fighter's it made so many friends. Like so many friends that I have these days are from Street Fighter, and it's like he's like literally one of my best friends, and it's from Street Fighter. At the start, I hated his guts. He played Blanca like the disgusting person he is. He still plays the same, but it's just much more refined now, and that makes him worse. Yeah, but that's how I met Exis, and we still
Yes.
play Street Fighter to this day.
Yes. No regrets.
No regrets.
Not at all. And we still have really fun games.
Yeah, long,
Really close,
close,
nail biting.
close nail biting, and we run out the timer.
Yep.
That's the two characters we play. I play M Bison, he plays Blanca, and literally it's probably because of me, but it's a turtle fest.
You excited for 6?
Yes, very excited
Yeah.
for Street Fighter 6. because
Looks good, man.
it's a new game
Yeah,
and Blanca's in it.
yeah. Looks good.
And finally, we have.
Street Fighter 5 sucked. That's why. That's why. Jesus.
I
That
tried to like it. I really did.
Bro, if you liked it, you were putting on this facade.
Yeah,
That's like
it's
the
good
people-
now. I think.
at the end of it,
Yeah.
the last update makes it kind of like playable, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say good.
Yeah, well, it's too late because I'm playing a lot of Street Fighter 4 still.
Yeah.
There's a big European community, so I can get games any time of the day. Well, usually, almost. And really good challenges, really good players.
Look at this mad flex.
Yeah,
We
I
jump
know.
online.
Yeah, I know.
I
It
think
takes
on-
like
Yeah, it's
I
dead.
think
Our
only,
queues,
I think
bro.
only Heavy Weapons is online. That's it.
Nah, there's a few, and I've added them on Steam. So to make sure that, they're online, and I ask them if they want to play.
What, in Australia?
Yeah,
Oh, there is. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
If you want, I'll give you their Steams.
Yeah, I'll probably add
Because
them.
they're always looking for challenges, man.
I'll probably have to get off the Steam Deck though. I have to play.
Can't you connect USB into it though?
I'm not gonna play on a small screen.
Why not? Bro?
Play on this screen.
Yeah, you can play on that.
Yeah, I'll
screen.
probably play on that
Mhm.
screen. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 is something we're all waiting for.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully, like, I don't want to be that guy, but it's like if you can give me like a pre-release, that would be dope. I'll promote it like hell. It's the only game I'll play. But yeah,
For 2 weeks.
I need that game in my veins like right now.
Looks really good, actually, man. I'm probably gonna play DJ.
Oh.
I'm gonna main DJ.
No,
So far,
people
that's
telling
one.
me I should main DJ because it's DJ. 'Cause I'm a DJ.
Because you're a DJ. Maybe because I don't know. Like I don't. You said you didn't like Blanca and 5, so
No.
Blanca and 6 is kind of
Mix.
he's a mix between 4 and 5 and something extra. He's got new shit.
Yeah, I'll check him out
Yeah.
first.
So you probably play DJ. I love Marissa. Marissa's like the coolest character I've seen.
She looks really good
Yeah.
and strong.
Which one's the one with the stick?
JP.
Yeah, he looks cool.
JP looks like an awesome trap
Yeah.
character. So,
yeah, man.
Mhm.
He looks
but
badass.
Soul's already got his eye on him. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no one wants a copy.
No one likes like you
Soul-
can't do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Knowing Soul, he'll play all the characters and get good.
What's
at
it?
them. That's
Is
what
it
he-
like, oh, I've already talked to that chick. You can't talk to her too.
That's basically what it is. It's like, nah, I don't want to. I don't want it.
talk to her for 30 seconds, bro? You can't touch that.
Yeah.
now.
Hey, I saw her first. Huh?
I
Dibs.
saw her first dips.
But what's good? Then I found out like half the FGC is picking Marissa. I'm like, who cares? I'll be the best with her.
Yes.
That's what.
That should make you more
Yeah.
of a challenge, bro.
Yeah,
More competitive.
yeah. So
There's a lot of
hopefully-
characters.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Lily looks interesting. the
They
new
just
She-Hulk.
made. I think Capcom just made a tweet, or Street Fighter made a tweet that they're gonna announce some news soon.
I thought they made the announcement that they're not going to announce anything during Capcom Cup.
They announced something about Capcom Cup, and it's
Yeah.
like they said news shortly about.
Oh,
Street
yeah,
Fighter 6.
yeah.
So,
So there's-
maybe they'll do it at the Capcom. When is Capcom?
No, they said they won't do it at Capcom Cup, but
Maybe
there will
the-
be some news after about the next Capcom Cup, and
Uh,
then some Street Fighter 6 news after that, something like that. Yeah,
It's like the game comes out in June. Just show us all the characters, man.
Maybe
Seriously.
Maybe they did that so you lose hope that there's nothing.
Yeah.
Then bang.
yep.
They
Yep.
release
maybe,
something, man.
maybe. Is that a Japanese trick?
Honestly, Capcom said that they won't be releasing any Street Fighter 6 announcements during Capcom Cup.
There you go. Yeah,
As like,
Could be a bait, bro.
because but now if I wanted to look, if I was anticipating Street Fighter 6 news, I would have watched Capcom Cup.
Yeah, yeah. They won't say that. They won't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
Yeah, now I'm just gonna watch the finals
Yeah. But they're playing 5, right?
Yeah.
I won't watch it. It's like
just to see who's the best in the
can't-
world for the last time.
yeah, but it's like Street Fighter 5 is bringing out all these new people. It's like the reason being because all the old classic heads don't want to play 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everyone's coming back for 6.
Hopefully, yeah.
So now it's gonna be new rivalries.
New rivalries from old people. Like
Yeah.
that's what I
Do you reckon you'll go back to comps again if you get good at the thing?
comps. I'm thinking about running a one-off Shadaloo Showdown sort of thing.
Ooh, bring it back.
Yeah, so
That'll be
when
fun.
Street Fighter 6 comes out, like we'll get like friends, we get people from overseas, we'll bring them down just for like it's a party event. Just
Can you book me as like special guest?
you're the DJ, bro. You're the DJ. It's like you're the DJ and you don't have to DJ. You can play.
You can play.
But yeah, so
I'm the DJ. I don't have to DJ, but I'll play DJ.
you can play DJ. And that's what I want to do. I want to bring back SS like that, just for that one-off. Celebrate it with all old friends, drinks, whatever, man. Just enjoy the night.
Yeah,
And I
that'll be
think
sick.
that'll be dope.
At CQ again.
Probably not CQ. I want to find a venue that that's more specific for entertainment.
Yeah.
Like that has screens, and we'll get
And it'll be specifically Street Fighter 6 event only. Yeah.
yeah, it'll be a Street Fighter 6.
No other games.
We can do like maybe a classic corner for 4.
Oh yeah.
For like
Oof.
the old cats and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a Street
He
Fighter.
likes the sound of that.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll come to Australia sooner than you think after this next trip.
Depends. I think you'll let the game boil a bit, right? Before
No, I think we're
doing
gonna
the
do
event.
we'll do it still in June, July.
Mm.
This event.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's fresh in the game. Everyone's like new. You don't want to run this event when everyone's like, there's one person that's like
Slaps everyone.
skills levels like so high that
Yeah.
you hate the game. So,
That's what's gonna happen because it's in July.
July is not
It
Because it's
releases-
only 1 month after.
1 month after is not enough for someone to be like dope.
I thought the longer it's out, the more people are higher level.
No, the people you would want them lower level, like at the start,
Okay.
just to
So you
enjoy
want
the game.
everyone
Yeah.
to like.
But there's
they're
gonna be
still
that
getting
one person who just dominates everyone at the first month.
Yeah, either way, it'll be the same outcome. I think
Yeah.
you can't. There's no escaping.
No one
Yeah, but I would rather play where everyone's not high.
Oh yeah, and everyone's what?
Then everyone's like,
like gods, yeah.
I would rather play when everyone's not high.
yeah.
I when I hear these sentences, I'm thinking of other things.
He's thinking of another thing.
And knowing Melbourne now, that could mean both.
That's true, man. But that'll be sick, actually. Though
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Is it legalized in Melbourne?
No,
It's not legalized.
No.
What is?
I think only medically.
Weed.
Yeah,
Yeah, medically.
That's it.
But I think mushrooms are about to get legalized.
Yeah, I heard
And
mushrooms,
MDMA.
MDMA as well.
Uh-huh.
In small doses, microdoses or something.
No, like fully controlled though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I heard it's
Only
for, like,
for specific-
PTSD and stuff.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
they-
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So come down to Melbourne.
you need to find the doctors.
The
Yeah,
hookup spray.
it's like, why do you need it? I got a bad back. Got it. Yeah.
I'm sad.
I'm
Okay, here's your
For
prescription.
Valentine's Day, bro. I need
Oh,
it.
Valentine's Day.
Oh.
That's tomorrow.
It's like, why do you need this drug? Oh, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and
Depressed.
alone.
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 Who do you got for Valentine's, Daniel?
Yeah, who you got for Valentine's? Who you thinking about?
I've got this.
What is that?
He's alive. He's alive.
Wow, this is incredible. I did this again. I forgot this. I forgot the slogan. Wow, this is a seriously good soft drink.
I haven't opened mine yet. Yeah.
That's my brother.
What is going on? Everyone's just like, let's drink it.
Can I do this?
Well, we had to try it out. This is a break.
Can I open it? ASMR?
Here's some.
It's actually really good. It makes me feel beyond my prime. It makes me feel alive.
It's so good.
What is it like, man? It's just a fat soft drink you found or something.
It's a sugar-free soft drink that's like good for you.
Seriously good soft drink.
Yeah.
That's
It actually tastes. The lemon lime bitters is actually really good.
Yeah, I prefer.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the blood orange and passion fruit.
I
Yum.
got the lemonade, which I like it more than Sprite.
Mm.
I think this one's the best one I've had so far. I think I tried the pink
Alive.
Yeah,
passion.
the
fruit,
flavors
I
are
think.
really alive in this.
Is this meant to be promotion? I'm so confused.
I just want to feel alive. All right.
Well, this is making me feel alive, bro. I've woken up now.
Well, going back to the question, Daniel, Valentine's Day, you're trying to avoid it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Is she alive?
This made me.
What?
Somebody left her body there.
There's no one for Valentine's Day, bro. There's no one for Valentine's Day. Usually for Valentine's Day, I just buy my mum a nice flower, and that's it.
Oh,
She's
that's
got my heart
That's
for now.
cute.
So
Don't worry, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm single. Valentine's Day.
By choice?
By choice.
By choice.
By choice. What is love?
Maybe you don't.
There's no love in Australia? You don't have anyone?
No.
No one at all?
No. I can't say anymore.
Well, is anyone actively looking? Anyone of you actively looking for love, or
I'm
is
not
it just
looking. I'm not ready.
going with the flow?
I'm not
basically?
ready yet.
Apparently love hurts. Love scars. There's a song about it.
There's a couple songs about it, actually.
I'm not actively looking,
Yeah, no, I'm
but I'm also actively looking.
What does that mean, man?
So if I meet a girl, I check to see if she's potential. But if she's not, it doesn't matter. And if another girl comes into my life or she leaves, doesn't matter. If she's not the one, it doesn't matter. And then when the one comes, the right one, then I keep.
How do you know she's the one?
Yeah, that's hard. It's
Is it subconscious?
I knew.
No,
As soon as he looked into my eyes, I knew what he was gonna say next.
Looked into my face.
is this the whole?
Into my face.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, you can't know if someone is the one unless you actually work on it, right?
That's true.
Yeah, there's love at first sight.
Wait,
but like you
is there love? Is there love at first sight? I don't
I think it's
there's love
attraction at first sight.
Yeah.
You know, like lust, attraction. That's the first
I think
sight.
you're
thing.
infatuated. I think there's that.
Yeah.
And then when you if you want to pursue it,
Yeah.
and then you turn that into love.
Because
I don't think there's love at first sight, unless it's a puppy.
I think it's a more.
It's a puppy.
It's like, is it a metaphor?
Yeah.
Love at first sight. Yeah.
I don't
Like you just see someone, you're like, oh, like they just
I-
wake you up,
Yeah.
and then
Feeling alive.
but you don't know them. Not one thing, yeah. So then you have to get to know them,
Yeah.
and they could just not be compatible.
I mean, in 1990s, when you're like, oh, you see someone and it's like, oh, I got to make this person mine.
Yeah.
That sounded sweet. But saying that in 2023, it's like,
It doesn't hit the same, bro.
it's not that it doesn't hit the same. It sounds criminal.
Yeah, it sounds
You become a creep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah.
But
Definitely.
once, a long time ago, very long time ago, someone told me that love is a choice, and it rang. It's like it's stuck into my head. It's ever since, and I think it's true.
I don't believe. I believe it's a choice. Sorry, I do.
I believe it's a choice.
Yeah.
So if you pursue love to get up to that point,
Yeah.
where they become the one, and they're like the one you're gonna be happily with ever after. You work to that point. You chose to work to that point. The other person also chose to work to that point. So it's a whole choice. It's a whole manifestation of your choices.
It's a whole circuit board of
Decisions.
yeses and nos. Yeah.
Yes. And if you have a fight or you don't have a good day, you decide to keep it and work at it by choice.
Yeah.
Or you decide to let it fall off, love gone by choice too. Both sides.
See, Daniel, you are
Both
wrong
sides.
in my opinion.
One side can do all the work and the other side could not choose to do anything, and it will probably not work, right? Yeah. It's both sides.
This was never the argument. That's the whole thing. It was love is.
Have you ever been in love, Daniel?
So yeah, you, what do you think love is then? You think it's subconscious? You just said that.
No. Ask him that question. Have you ever been in love?
I feel like I have, but at the same time, I don't know what it means. So maybe not. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it, but it's not.
So
I don't think it was.
So you want to perform heart surgery without even knowing how to do heart surgery?
No, I'm saying
but you want to have this conversation.
Oh my God. I'm saying the actual love part is subconscious. The choices you make, you have to make that with everyone.
Yes.
You have to do the same process to everyone you meet. But to actually,
So the result,
when you fall
the
in
result
love,
is subconscious. You mean the result, the final result?
yes.
But
you got there via decision.
yeah, you got there via all your decision. So it's like you have a goal.
Yeah, but you have
have a goal
to go
to
through
be
the same
like-
process through every single person. It's the same thing. You're not always
Does
going to
that
get the
make
result.
all relationships a choice? Then that's what it means. If
it's
that's
the
the case,
actual
no?
falling in love part is subconscious. You choose to talk to them, whatever. You choose to spend a year with them, whatever, however long it takes. But the actual moment it clicks and you're like, I love this person. Is
So what you're trying to
subconscious.
say is love is a concrete floor. To fall in love, you have to jump. Who jumped? You did.
Yeah, if I
You fell in love. Okay, the love is inevitable because you're gonna hit the floor.
No.
But you jumped.
Okay, what about you wanted to become like the best painter in the world? Yeah. And how can
These are different things.
how can you do that? Like if that was your goal, how can you do that without painting in the first place? Without choosing to buy a scrapbook, without choosing to buy paint, without choosing to practice.
True.
How can you get to that end goal
True.
to become the best painter in the world?
To know what paint is.
But once you become the best painter in the world, it's like subconscious. It's just happened. Yeah. You didn't choose it almost.
It's
But all the
subconscious.
way there, you had to work for it by
Yeah.
choice.
By choice. But the actual subconscious part is when it switches.
Like I think what you're trying to say is basically like, let's say when you do fall in love, if it is a choice, can you fall out of it with the snap of your fingers if you choose to?
Absolutely.
Do you think instantly you can fall out of love, or is it a process because it's built into your subconscious?
I
And then
don't-
you're
I
saying
don't
you
think-
need to
I don't
fall
think-
out of it. You
I don't
can't
think-
stop.
Without a situation happening, you can't instantly fall out of it, but you can fall out of it. It'll take probably a couple of days, a week. But
That's not a choice then. You still love them even if you end it with them.
not really.
Why can't you
Yes. What do
instantly
you mean?
fall?
If you love someone and you end the relationship,
Yeah.
the
Because
love doesn't just turn off. You're
Because you
still
can't-
loving.
No,
you still love them.
It
even
depends.
if they-
It really depends on the. You're saying if you instantly love someone, because we don't believe that instantly love
No,
someone.
I'm
No,
talking
not
about once.
instant.
I'm saying if you
there's a
do the
person-
process of the choice and you
Okay.
get to the point where you do fall in love. I'm talking about the falling out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if you fell in love with, like this, if you fell in love with someone and you acted on it and you love this person now, and you're with them for a month or 2 months or 3 months, you can't instantly fall out of love. You can't, because it took effort to love them.
Yes,
takes
it will take
effort-
equal time to fall
take
out of love.
effort to-
But you choose how fast and how to heal, right? So you might not do it instantly, but you're choosing to heal and fall out of love, to forget this person. Maybe something bad happened. I don't know.
But you're choosing
And
not to love them anymore, but you still love them.
but not forever.
Yeah, but at that time you can't just. It can't be just like snap of your fingers. I don't love them.
That's not
anymore.
what we said.
That's the big thing that made me think, but not forever.
No, but you
So
can
that's the
but you can make the decision instantly. I don't want to be with this person anymore. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
So that's the first
But
decision.
your feelings won't go straight away.
Yeah,
But that's okay.
So people,
But you're now-
people still have feelings for their exes.
Yeah, that's okay. But now your decision, you're
Not
But that's not a
You're
choice. That's a
choosing.
subconscious.
you're choosing. You're making a choice.
Like
I don't
if-
want to be with this
If
person
you have feelings
anymore.
for your ex, though, you don't want to have those feelings, so it's not a choice.
You don't want to have those feelings, but feelings fade. They fade over
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
But
So
is that not a
you mean the
subconscious thing?
emotion? You mean the
It's
emotion?
not subconscious. It's something you're working on.
The feelings that you got.
They fade.
Yeah, but you subconsciously got those feelings.
It's not subconscious when you're thinking about it. Subconscious means you're not.
I think I was going to say, I think something that makes a lot of sense that Exis said is it's not forever. If it was subconscious and something not in your control, it would be forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Once you
can't
once you
control it,
fell in
can't-
love with someone, it will be forever. You can't get out of it, right?
Yeah, that can happen though. You could still love someone but pretend you
Yeah,
don't.
but I'm saying if it's a subconscious and it's not in your control, that means once you fall in love,
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
forever.
You can't
Like-
make it. You can fall out of it. That's a choice.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the exception. I'm talking about the rule. So the mother's love for the child, that's a forever thing. That's subconscious. That's what I think. I'm saying if nothing
okay,
happens in the
yeah.
situation, like nothing.
But that means
Yeah.
love can be subconscious.
But that's like.
That means
That's-
it does
that's-
exist.
I feel like that's the mother's love and stuff. That's nature versus nurture. Nurture is when you fall
Two
in love.
relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
But you're saying the argument is love is a choice. In that scenario, you don't think it's a choice. It's in that scenario with
Actually,
mothers.
the mother can fall out of love with their child if they wanted to.
Yeah, see, that was the exception. That's what
They
I'm
want if they wanted to,
Yeah.
they can. It happened.
But
Yeah,
is
you
the love
abandon the
subconscious?
child. You
Is the
abandon
love
the child.
subconscious between the mother and their children?
saying. I think it is.
There you go. So it
There-
does.
there's-
It can exist. There can be in a world
But
where love
that's-
is subconscious.
Yeah, but that's where in a relationship it's
Why?
much more different.
But
'Cause
you know,
you
it's,
have-
but it's a one-sided subconsciousness. The mother got pregnant, carried the baby for 9 months. The baby has no choice to love the mother back. It's just a one-sided thing. The mother will love the baby or can choose to not love it.
But technically, when you're a kid, or as a baby, you can
Just
tell
a
when
disc-
the
just
baby
a
loves their mother.
disclaimer, we don't know anything.
Yeah.
We're not
We're just
scientific.
talking.
Okay, I
this
think-
is our opinion.
We're just talking.
We're not scientifically like qualified for this.
Like,
We're
let's
just
say,
talking.
my uncle, for example, he has.
But
a
I think
newborn.
family, mother and child love, it's a bit like it's a different
It's
topic.
literally a
I don't
different
think-
Different
chemical.
topic,
It's a
yeah,
different chemical.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
different
Nah.
everything.
This one you have to build towards the two different people.
But
That,
your mother's building towards, like, you as a kid. She's growing.
yeah,
with
she
you.
had
How
nine.
do you compare mother's love to a
I'm just
relationship?
saying. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying.
She had 9 months to build it.
It can be subconscious in the relationship status as well.
Yeah, but she had 9 months to build it.
Yeah, you can have 9 months to build your relationship,
Yeah, so the, but
and then
that's
you
by
fall in
choice.
love
But-
subconsciously.
but-
So you're saying, like, in your head, if you fall in love with someone, it's subconscious. If you fell in love with someone and that person didn't fall in love back, you would stay forever fall in love with that person? In love with that person?
You
If
could
that
fall
person-
out of love, yes. But I'm saying, even if it's one-sided, I probably did subconsciously love them, but they
So
don't love me back,
If
so I
you're
have to
able to
move on.
decide to stop loving someone, you're able to decide to start loving
I
someone.
can choose to stop loving them, but in the back of my head, I still love them.
Even if they said no to you and they didn't
Doesn't
want
matter.
you,
It doesn't just switch. You can't
Yeah, but
just turn it
eventually
off.
you fall out of it. Eventually you do.
You can, but
So-
that part is.
But he's saying
Yeah, but I know, that's what I
he's
think.
saying he can fall out of love, but he'll still love them in his head. That person didn't even reciprocate.
He's saying
How do you-
he's saying
No, that's what
after
I'm
saying
saying.
that he's done with the relationship, whatever it is,
Yeah.
or he's done pursuing the person, that he can say he's done, but he'll still love them for momentarily until he's done.
Because
Until
that's
I
the
fall
healing
out.
part.
But
That's
that-
the healing
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
But I'm saying that makes it so. I think the argument is love a choice, or if you're saying it's subconscious, that means once you love, it's permanent.
That's
It's
exactly.
not.
That's it. I'm going by your point.
Yeah.
Because if your love for that person doesn't disappear instantly, but lowers through time as you heal, then you can control it.
Yeah. That's true, but I'm saying,
It's not forever.
I know. I'm saying you can make the argument I'm making is you can make choices to love someone, but the actual part where it switches is subconscious. The actual part where it switches.
But that's like everything in your life. Your
Subconscious
choices that you
true.
make.
It is, but bro, like,
But
why?
actually, you can love someone, the switch you're talking about, and then you can love them even more later.
You can, yeah.
The,
longer
part,
you
the,
talk-
the
you spend time
subconscious
with
part
them.
is not the final love. You can love them even more later, which means you're still working at it,
Yeah, but like,
which means more choices.
but when you like, I don't know.
You
I
know,
don't know.
you know, subconscious is not affected by emotion, right? And this love and you liking someone and all that sort of stuff can be easily swayed by emotion, anger, happiness,
True.
and all that can be swayed. So you're using subconscious wrong. Like if you can fall out of someone, love with someone from anger, and even though you love this person for the longest time, the fact that you can fall out of it with emotion, it's not subconscious, because subconscious you can't control. That's the whole point of subconscious.
it's very, very deep topic.
Yeah, it is, man.
And this is why we don't have that.
This is the thing,
for
though.
Valentine's Day.
Yes,
Because
Oh,
this is the topic that we bring up on a date.
Bro, we've discussed it.
I'm only on the date. I'm only here on the date with you because I chose to.
The first day we saw Exis come back, yeah, we discussed it for
You
like
paying
2
the-
hours and a half, man.
Me paying the bill is a choice.
Oh.
I would love to hear the fans' perspective on this topic
Yeah,
as well.
you-
So write it down in
Very-
the comments.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, are you guys in love?
Lucky.
Was it subconscious or did you choose to fall in love?
Yes,
Is that a weird
yes.
question? It is a weird question.
No, just
It's strange. It's interesting. It's a good
interesting.
discussion.
Very interesting topic for Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
It's
especially
perfect.
so when this
It's
comes
perfect.
out, you would probably have celebrated Valentine's Day by a day
Or two, yeah.
day or two. But yeah, happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Show your loved ones that you love them by choice. We'll go.
To all the great partners out there, and to those who don't have a partner, still Valentine's Day for you.
Party hard. For people that are single, party hard.
Just know you being single, someone else is not single, so you're doing it, doing them a service.
You're not the only one,
That's
bro.
the saddest thing ever.
You're not the you're not the only
I'm
one,
sorry. I feel shit.
Shady, do you want to do questions?
I do.
Oh, we can go through fan questions and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know how long we've been recording for. To be honest, so.
We'll do questions, and then also we got to do our giveaway winners, so we'll do that right after.
Yeah.
But yeah, we recently put up a post asking if any of you guys have any questions for Exis or Kode. Like, anyone's free to answer any of these. I will start off with a question from A. Ruger. He asks, what would you say is the most rewarding part of being a DJ?
Making your song. So when you've produced your own music and then you play it out to the crowd and they go crazy, that is the most rewarding thing for me personally, because my creation basically,
It's like a baby.
Hyping them up. Yeah.
It's like
I don't even know how to
Got them
describe
excited,
it.
getting them excited, getting them hyped up, getting them.
It's like, it's my creation and I play it to them, and then they go crazy. The reaction is like an explosion, and you're like, this is it. Like,
it kind of feels like validation, right?
that's love.
That's love. That's love without a choice. It keeps them alive.
Keeps them alive.
Yeah. That's it for me. That is the most rewarding thing.
I'm not a DJ. I'm just,
What's the most rewarding thing for you? It must be something similar.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
when I do a campaign or I do my pieces and release them, the most rewarding part is like people that like message me saying they've gone down the path of doing what I do and they were scared of it, and the fact that I'm doing it gave them hope that they can do it, and they started doing
So
it.
you've changed lives.
Thankfully,
that's
yeah.
good.
And I've talked to some of these people like in person, and you can see how genuine they are, and they're even scared to talk to you. And it's like, but they're trying to talk to you. I'm like, I'm as nervous as you. Calm down. But
Yeah. When fans come to talk to me and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Exis," or "I'm starstruck right now," go, just treat me like a normal person, please.
just
Like
treat me like a normal person.
treat me like a
Hey,
normal-
don't touch me.
just talk to me like a normal friend. Yeah. I'm cool like that.
Oh, thank you, Exis. It's Sir Exis. It's Sir Exis.
We got it. Well, I found this was a really good question. It's from Super Saiyan, which is all you guys know is Ali.
Sup, Ali?
Oh,
How you doing, bro?
He asks, he says, sorry, Exis, you've been in some big tournaments for Street Fighter, and you've DJed huge events. Which one gets you more nervous?
When I'm DJing, I'm only nervous in that just when I get on the stage and after the first song. Because once I've played the first song, my nerves gone.
Yeah.
Gaming, I'm only nervous if I'm in top 8 or grand finals. Because
Or losers bracket.
losers bracket, but in top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm losers bracket outside, like, I failed that day. It's okay. And that nervousness can last the whole match because it can be nail biting. So I would say I'm nervous longer in gaming, but the peak is higher in DJing.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
That's cool.
Perfect sense.
Next we got from Mo.
You're the boys, missing Mo.
Interesting choice of words. He says, what is your fondest memory of Kode? And of you, I guess vice versa. So what is your best memory together that you've had so far?
Of each other?
Yeah, like would it be back in the days when you first started playing Street Fighter?
No. The fondest memory was that night with you.
Oh, when we were
song.
getting the votes. Yeah.
It was
we
like we had all our friends there. We did like all of us on our phones helping him, pushing our socials to help him.
that was so good.
And the celebration after he won, it's like that made the night, and we were like hours of celebrating.
We had like 10 people,
10
in
people.
your bungalow,
Yeah.
right? And it was like a call center.
Yeah.
Everyone was just calling their mate, like, "Hey, go to this website and vote.
seriously.
Just click that button. Click the button. It says Exis."
Literally, if you So you know what this looked like. If you look at movies when they're going to space, and there's the NASA sequence where NASA's on the phone, it's like they're all speaking and they're all dialing the presidents and all that sort of stuff. That was the scene at my house for 3 hours, and the fact that like he won at the end, he won that thing, and all of us are just like dropped our phones, tired, resting. It's like we did it. And it's like that's like it was a whole bunch of things. It's him winning, all our friends coming together to do one sequence thing to help out a friend. That was the best.
That's when I knew these friends were to keep forever.
Yeah.
Subconsciously.
That's subconscious.
Oh, we're giving Daniel so much shit now.
We got a question from Matt Guzowski. He asks, when will you release some new music? Is there?
Oh, good question. It's the question I get asked all the time for the past 2 years. I actually have finished complete music in my hard drives. I play in my sets, but I can't. For some reason, I haven't signed them to any music labels. So I'm kind of just, when they don't get signed, I just forget about it, and then I make my next song. And then the next one doesn't get signed, I'm just like, okay, I'll just make my next song. Probably part of the problem is that the specific label I want to get into, and if I don't get in it, I'll just keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to other music labels. Yeah, if I've got one set on stone.
Yeah.
But now I'm changing genres, so it's kind of like starting again. Like I've still got all my fans, but I'm in a new genre, so new community, new fan base.
And this new fan base and new stuff, are you still going for the same label? Like when you release stuff?
So let's say if I'm making techno,
yeah,
there's very specific labels for this kind of techno.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do with these tracks that you didn't, like you left on hold? You're gonna release them as unreleased, or maybe an EP?
I'm waiting for a platform where you can fully just release your own, monetize everything yourself. Everything goes to your pocket, and you can promote it yourself, with or without NFTs.
Also, these labels that he speaks about that haven't signed his stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up.
You need this.
If you guys haven't checked out Exis like music,
his music is alive.
His music is alive, right?
It's really, really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to like show everyone what I'm working on, because it's completely different to what I make, but it's still in my hard drives.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully this year.
Yeah. I think just what me personally, if you have like plenty of tracks that you have hidden away, I think for your fans, maybe release one as a fan sort of thing.
I've done a lot of free tracks too in the past, and I should do it again. Yeah. But like, I'm gonna wait, because maybe I get these tracks signed.
No.
But let's
not
say
even these tracks. You could do one for the fans. Then it ends up being your best track ever, and it's like, fuck.
Yes, that happens usually. The labels miss it. Like, oh, why didn't we release this? Oh, well, I sent it to you.
It's like what happened to T-Pain.
Yeah.
T-Pain releases that song that sounded like I'm Blue. Remember the I'm Blue song? And then David Guetta it's like, hey, that did good. It's like, and then he releases these one. It's like, and they're top of the charts. It's like, wipes out the other one.
No one even remembers the other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is a 2-part question from DJ BLN Music.
Oh.
He asks...
BLN.
Yeah. Well, he says he has a question about getting bookings without connects and staying relevant as an artist. So, how do you get bookings without connections or a connect?
Well, I got my connections through my gigs mostly. And at the beginning, though, it was through like friends in the scene, but the connections that you really, really want to keep are the guys that book you. So that clubs, organizers, club owners, right, whatever, when you play your gig for the first time, and it's really hard to come by these gigs, so you make sure with the first time you play this gig, you do your absolute best and you do whatever you can to make an impression on these guys, because they'll book you again. All right, and if they book you, again and again, then you're going to make I don't know word go around.
Word go around.
Other people will book you, and you do the same thing again. The first time you play at this club, you do your best, and all of a sudden you got these connections, but they're more like friends. Yeah, so that's what's happened with me. All my connections where I get all these gigs, they're like my friends.
How would you like get the bookings without the connects though?
Okay, music. You have to make really good, catchy
your
music.
Your catalog has to be consistent and good.
Yeah, it all takes one track.
It
takes one track.
Yeah, but would it entice them more if that one track and they look at your other stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's good. Yeah. But usually, if you write one really good hit, and every DJ is playing it, right? Big DJ and even local DJs, unknown DJs, right? And people will take notice of you. Yeah. And it's even better if a promoter or club owner likes your music, because they'll actually approach you themselves. Yeah.
I mean, the other part of it was how do you stay relevant? As
how did I stay relevant in the last 3 years? Just update my social media here and there. Keep communicating with your connects. Yeah, with your connections, with your network. I think that's how I survived, really. And I'm still getting shows overseas here and there. So
consistency is what he's saying. Like keep
communicating.
Like even if you're not making music as often,
Yeah.
you still stay connected to the music scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm still going to clubs, making new networks. I'm keeping in touch with all old networks, keeping my social media still alive. Yeah. It's not as like crazy as it was back then.
Yeah.
But it's still there.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, speaking of you still getting shows, Lish Daniel. He asks, when's your next show in Malaysia? Do you have any plans for a next show?
I was just there in November, so probably the next show, it'll be this year sometime. Yeah, I go there at least once a year, sometimes twice. So we never know. But yeah, nothing in line, but definitely this year I'll be back.
Fingers crossed, that'll be.
Yes,
really cool. Do you have any plans to do any shows in Australia this year, or are you looking for it, or are you just seeing if anything were to come, the opportunity will present?
He's like here for 2 weeks still.
No, I know, but if you were to come back for any shows,
I came back just in an unfortunate time because there was transmission on, so it was a really big event, and that takes up a lot of weekends. I mean, it's in one weekend, but they've got other artists who will play around Australia in other weekends.
Yeah, leading up to it.
Yeah, leading up to it and around it, after it, before it, whatever. Yeah. So a lot of the clubs are kind of already booked. But it's okay. I came here for my mum's birthday.
That's all that matters, bro.
That's all that matters, bro.
And Valentine's Day.
And that.
We got a really cool question from Polly Straw Hat, and this could go for all three of you. He asks, if you could compose a theme for a Street Fighter character, who would it be?
I would like to hear a vocal trance version of Guile theme.
Vocal trance of Guile theme?
Of Guile theme.
What?
Something about home. That's mine. That's mine.
I would do an orchestral version of Ryu's theme.
Orchestral version?
Yeah.
Damn.
Daniel has no idea what we're talking about.
No, I know. I know what you're talking about. It would have to be something with the Halo music, to be honest, but I just don't know what.
He said Street Fighter.
So if you could pick one character, if you could pick one character in Street Fighter to make your own version of a theme song for
from Street Fighter.
Who would it be? Hey,
just say DJ, bro.
No, Hakan.
Hakan.
That was my main in fourth. So.
I don't even know what Hakan's music sounds like.
It's Turkish. He's gonna be Turkish.
Yeah, something Hakan. Maybe hardstyle Hakan music.
Why wouldn't you pick, what's his name? Rashid. It would be Arabic music.
Is that in 6?
No, Rashid's from... I'm pretty sure he's from 5.
I don't know.
Was Rashid in 4?
I don't know the characters from 5. I only played Rashid, 4 and I made Hakan.
Are you sure Rashid didn't come in 4? No,
only 5. Yeah.
Yeah, Rashid's in 5. You have Arabic music.
I never played 5, bro. I played 4 and Hakan was my main in 4. So something Hakan related, hardstyle Hakan music, bro. Whoa!
I'm just...
Hakan hardstyle.
Yeah.
Hardstyle Hakan.
Yeah, why not?
Imagine.
HH, double H, bro.
Do you like how it oils up?
Dude, I hated that. I know I was never into Street Fighter, but when Daniel told me about it, he's like, bro, you should play it. Like, I got Code plays it and all his mates. It'll be fun. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll try it. And I played against him, and he used Hakan, and he just keep oiling himself up and sliding into me. I had no idea how to play, and I hated the game since.
Yeah. Street Fighter's not a game where you can just play someone good, against you straight away. You need to actually.
I think that
Bro, I wasn't even good.
I'm pretty sure Daniel was just like spamming move.
Yeah,
I was spamming the twisting thing where he grabs you and hits you in the wall. I kept doing that to him.
He just used an abusable move.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was one of his moves. You put oil on and he squeezes you and you just pop out.
Yeah.
Now imagine a hardstyle beat while he's doing that.
Exactly. You love hardstyle, Daniel.
Yeah, I've gotten into it recently. to be
Oh,
honest,
okay. Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay, next. So next we got a question from Fam Martin. Just says crypto. That's straight up. I think so. He's asking
And
about
I'll just say Ethereum. You? Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
That's it.
Bitcoin. That's it.
Not your keys, not your coins.
Doge. Dogecoin.
Bonfire.
Shiba.
Bonfire.
Nah, say Shiba.
Bonfire. That's where I got most of it.
Bonfire.
Yeah.
What is this?
Looks like a
Well, the ones you call the scam coins.
Oh,
I got 1.5 million of them. So if it
my
goes
God.
up by a
he
little
still has it.
I got 1.5 billion actually. If it goes up a tiny bit, bro, I'm there.
Yeah, you're there, bro.
Bonfire.
He's gonna retire from Charlie's.
Good luck, man. I hope you get it.
Thanks, bro.
So one more question we got from DJ BLN Music.
Okay.
My bad. He asks, well, he just says knowing when to move overseas. So when did you maybe know when you wanted to move?
I knew I wanted to move like 2016, but I didn't make the move till 2018. Knowing when to move. It's a good question because I think it's just when you're actually building momentum. Yeah. But you don't have to wait till you're at the peak of this momentum to move. Just do it. Yeah. If you've got momentum, let's say, I don't know, let's just say you like hardstyle. Yeah. You're making hardstyle and the Dutch people are starting to recognize you. Move. Because you've got this momentum going. So just do it. What made me move? I got a gig in Poland. So I already knew I wanted to move to Czech Republic, and Poland is next door. And I got a gig, and I thought to myself, why don't I just make this the catalyst to move? So instead of spending a return ticket, just do a one-way. Yeah, that was it. That was the catalyst.
Just like a broad question with this one. You were financially stable to
that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yes. You must be financially
just
stable.
At least have some money to be able to survive in a country for 3 to 6 months. That way you can know that you can like secure your place there.
6 months is a good one.
Yeah.
6 months is a good number.
Yeah.
And then you can get a job if you want. Yeah.
That's the scariest part. It's like being, because obviously did you struggle the first couple months there or did you go straight to?
No, I was okay. I struggled with, I think, integrating first. Yeah.
Language barrier as well.
Yeah, language barrier, of course.
Yeah.
That's about it. I think I didn't really struggle financially wise. Yeah, I was okay. I made sure I wouldn't make the move if I didn't have the money.
As long as you don't end up homeless, like you're financially stable, not to end up homeless while you're trying this move, trying this new country, then as you were saying, take the leap of faith. There's
do it.
As long as you're not risking your actual livelihood.
Yeah. One thing to say is that, yes, it's very easy to be comfortable in your local scene with the community around you, but you're not going to blow up unless you really expand your horizons.
You never know where those eyes and ears, the right eyes and ears are going to be. So if you travel, that's why I said world traveled. He's gone all over the place for music.
What else would I travel around the world?
I don't know. Love, I guess.
Love for music.
Love for music. It's a choice.
I
It's
know
a
I said,
choice.
I know I said that was the last question, but there was something that someone said. It's more of, it's kind of a question, but I don't know how you guys would answer it, so I'm intrigued. Nishia Brownie just asks or says, vinyl versus digital.
Digital, thanks. I don't need to make my life harder. And I'm not an elitist. Sorry.
But it's not even that. It's like if you had to go through like 12 tracks of 12 different artists, you have to like change vinyls.
You know, I carry, like, in my USB, I can carry 1,000 songs. I'm not carrying 1,000 vinyls, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, if you want to do a class, like show your music, just your music or something, and
Yeah.
not mixing, just like a live show. So I guess going highest quality is
vinyl
like the
looks
thing.
better.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks better, definitely.
You know what I should do? Make a vinyl for each of my tracks. And as displays, like around here.
We'll put,
That's what I should do.
We'll put some in the studio.
Yeah, it's a good... Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for that question. You gave me an idea.
Yeah, thank you.
I think we'll just do the giveaways really quickly before we get them. So Daniel, if you can just start putting those up. There's a few things I do want to ask Exis myself after this though.
All right.
So, okay, so for the giveaway for last episode, we've been doing a segment every week where we give away, whether it's comic covers or whatever it is that Kode, sees you guys might like. This week we're going to do some comic covers once again. So our first winner this week will be Phase Runner.
Phase Runner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Daniel, if you could show him what you won. So Phase Runner, you won the
That's also going to be signed and remarked, so get ready.
the Scarlet Witch cover. Congratulations to you. We'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. Please message us on Instagram or DM us.
Also, thank you for always showing love. He's always on the comment section.
You
Like first.
are the best.
He is the best.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. All right. Next person we have is Derek Maggs. Congratulations to you. You have won the
Go Derek.
Black Panther Spider-Man?
Yes.
sir.
Black Panther Spider-Man cover. Congratulations to you. That's been signed, but we will get it remarked as well for you before we send that out. Congratulations to you. Same thing to you.
Appreciate you.
Send us a DM. And also for everyone who's listening, we are going to try and move the giveaway winners to, just comment only correctly on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you
So
want
it's
to
easier to find, yeah.
so if you want to win anything for the next one, please comment down below on this episode.
Comment in this section and comment on not all videos, but like for future videos will be, as Shady said, all in the comment section here.
Regularly, yeah.
So it doesn't get confusing with Instagram and Twitter and whatnot.
Okay, all good. All right, and last but not least, we have Hader Hamoud. Congratulations to you.
Oh, Big H.
Big
Woo,
H.
Big H.
Big congratulations to you. You have won this
The
Spider-Man
dark web, I think. Yeah, it's called dark web.
Dark Web cover. It's been signed and remarked as well. We'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys all so much.
Or we can just get Daniel to drive to his house. We know,
Yeah.
we know him.
Oh, you guys know him in person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Congratulations.
I can give it to him, yeah.
From last week, we're still waiting on TJ to get back to us. So please, if you're listening to this, get back to us as soon as possible. If not, we'll have to re-roll.
Yeah.
But
If anyone knows TJ,
I'll take it.
if anyone knows TJ, let him know.
So going back to Exis, like I asked this before, but we never went further beyond the gaming point. When I said, what got you into DJing? What was your process? And like, where'd you start off from? You got to the point where you were being a game designer, and we talked about that. But what happened after game design? What made you switch completely to DJ?
Oh, it's the heartbreak, really. Yeah, I was in a 5-year relationship, and I was going to move overseas, quit my job from EA, and then go overseas and work there. But just as I was about to leave, so I already resigned from EA, and just as I was about to leave, she says, "Don't come here," because we were doing long distance, yeah. So she said, "Don't come here," and I was like, "What?" But I've already resigned, and you thought I thought everything was good, so I had no job. I didn't know what to do, and I thought, well, I've always produced music. Let's try do that full time. Yeah.
And now you're here.
So that's when I started to practice DJing. It only took me 2 weeks. DJing is really easy. That's the one thing, yeah.
Do you think DJing is easy, or did it come naturally to you because you've been doing it for a
if
while?
you've got rhythm, groove built in you, it's pretty simple. Making music's the hard bit. That's like the art.
So for you, kind of like Code, in the sense you guys like basically had nothing else at that point. So you decided to pursue your hobbies.
Yeah.
And here you are today.
Yeah, so I just thought to myself, okay, I'll try this for 1 year.
Yeah.
Let me try it.
So trauma made us good at what we are.
Yeah. I just went all in. That's what it was.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring up that thing. I thought like...
Nah, I don't care.
I was unaware. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
But I feel
Like that's like memory for me. Like that's what it's like one of those impactful moments of my life that actually changed everything, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah. Because he went down and then he went back up.
I would never have it any other way.
I know this is a sensitive thing to ask, but how long did it take you to fall out of love in that point?
Oh, good question. We were together for 5 years, so I would say completely, totally,
Yeah, like over it completely.
probably like 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
Subconscious.
because
It's not subconscious, idiot.
yeah.
But yeah, that was a
But I didn't sit there for 2 years sulking and sad.
Yeah.
No, I just
her, like thinking about it.
I moved on with my life really quickly. I started the whole DJing thing. I met new people, a lot of new people. Yeah, I started seeing girls, going on dates, everything. But to finally just like be cool with everything that happened,
But what's called
it was like 2 years. I was like, okay, I'm glad
Did
everything
you-
happened.
probably not. But have you ever like kept in contact with her at all? Ever?
Nah.
Talk to her again?
No, she asked me if everything was good because I think she realized I was doing well with DJing.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, are we okay to be friends again?" I'm just like, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah.
And this was like
That's when I knew, like, yeah, look, everything's over.
And this was like years later, or this is
Yeah, probably that was the 2 year mark.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
that shit. It's good. It's got growth at least.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
But yeah, glad you healed up. Glad you're like, good. Glad you're the person you are today now.
Yes.
Worked out well in the end.
I kind of feel like I want to do this every time we have a guest on. Have like a question that we could ask them, and something that always interests me, especially when I hear it from like Code and someone, like I said, I guess that's found their passion, is for your fans. Is there something that do you have one regret from, I guess, in terms of your career that you wish you changed and would advise people not to do if they were to pursue, let's say for you it'd be DJing, for Code it'd be graphic design? Something that you did feel like you did wrong and feel like they should try not to do themselves. Does anything come to mind for you guys?
For me, there would be a couple.
What's your biggest one? Like the one that like you wish you could change.
Basically, don't be naive. So when you're up and coming and you start getting momentum, actors will come into your life and start promising you things like, we'll bring you up, we will make you blow up, you know, I can give you this, I can get you there. And you think they're going to do it because you're looking for that next step, and they're from like a renowned company, or they've already been a renowned manager or agent, and then you're like, yes, let's do it, and you start signing things, and then nothing happens for a year, months, 2 years, and then you have to sort of somewhat break out of it.
Yeah.
You know, cut the contract or just say nothing's happening, so can we break this? And that your relationship will never be the same again. It'll never be the same again.
And then you grow up with trust issues. and then you're like, and sometimes this stuff that you're talking about, it happens in my field as well.
Yeah.
It's like they do damage, like and the damage sticks.
Yeah.
Especially if this certain person knew another person.
Yeah.
And they usually all know each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you're like, you kind
Yes.
of get blacklisted
Yes,
for
yes.
something they did.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because you didn't, because you you declined their offer, or you accepted it and then it didn't work out. They see it as like, okay,
Be smart. Trust your gut.
Yeah, trust your gut.
If your gut's telling you something's off, double think about it. Like think about it twice. Talk to someone that you trust, like someone you like, someone that you trust their opinion. Tell them your situation. Hear it from their voice, because you listening to the voice in your head makes everything sound like it's gonna work out. It doesn't. It never works out. The voice in your head's against you. I'm just telling you.
yes.
Well, that's my opinion. That's me.
So everyone will look at you as money or business when you're on the come up, because in case something happens to you, like you actually do blow up, you hit right that #1 hit track.
Yeah, you're a free investment.
They're there.
You're a free investment.
Yes.
Like literally, like they got stocks in you
Yes,
without putting
they
money
have
in
nothing
it.
to lose. That's
Like
that's what it
if
is.
you fall off the cliff, nothing happens to them.
Yes.
But if you end up flying,
Yeah.
it's like they're with you
Yep.
all the way.
Mm-hmm.
They've known you since you were 6, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be my answer.
Yeah.
It's the same for you too.
That's the same.
Uh,
That's
Yeah,
exactly the same.
I can't relate to this.
Like that, like I would have said something else that I regret, like certain things that I wish I did faster or
yeah.
stuck
yeah,
to
yeah.
and all that
Yep.
sort of stuff. But legit, the thing that affected my career and my life is that.
Yeah. This
It's
one
like
is
the-
everyone
the-
falls
the-
for
the
this.
The snakes. It's
Yeah.
like it's the most fucked up thing, because I used to. You guys remember when I used to use the word friends a lot, right? In the industry, it's like, oh, this guy's my friend. This guy's my friend. No one's my friend. There's only acquaintances, and like they're like business friends at most. It's like, because everyone. There was a downtime when I was in, like, when I took a break when I was in hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
All these people, I was out for months.
Yeah,
None
I
of them-
remember.
I heard none
I
of
wasn't here. Sorry, bro. I couldn't be there for you.
That's all good. But none of them checked up on me, and I was like literally forgotten by many of these people. And it's not till I made a post when I came back, and I'm like, I'm taking care of my health and all that sort of stuff. It's like, bro, it's like, if you need anything, this. If you need anything, this. When I got contracts, big contracts, a few months later to do these big gigs, everyone's at my doorstep. Everyone's like, yeah, we trust the process. You did this, you kill it yourself, and all that sort of stuff. Which I'm happy. I'm glad, like, we're talking again and stuff. But it's like, a lot of people show their true colors. A lot of people, as you said, on your come up, they will put hooks into you so they can go up too.
Yep.
And then when you're going down, they'll release the hooks so they don't go down with you, because no one goes down with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, for the two of you, because of like the way this has affected you, did it affect you only in the industry or in your real life too? So did that mindset affect you in real life?
I know I can't speak on behalf of him, but for me, it affected me in real life. I hesitate making new friends. I hesitate meeting new people. It's all because now it's basically, they know who I am. They know what I do and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, in my head, it's probably not true. These people are probably the nicest people, but because of this damage, I always second guess everyone. And that's the sucky part, because I used to like meeting new people and all that sort of stuff. And now that that's affected, it's kind of like ruined that part, and it got replaced with anxiety. Like that's like when I go to crowds and all that sort of stuff, when I meet new people, it's just my anxiety just goes through the roof. And it's like, and you've seen me, it's like I can't actually
I know.
string a conversation properly because I'm thinking about everything else.
Yeah.
So that's why it sucks for me.
And for you, Exis?
It didn't affect me much, like outside of the industry, but as Kode says, it does sort of leak. Yeah, so it did leak for me. But what the way I deal with it is, now when I make new friends, when I meet people, I make sure it's not business. So all my friends now in Prague, we're all DJs, yeah, but I treat them as friends and friends only.
Yeah.
Like,
So when you hang out, you don't talk about
I'm not
business, you
asking
don't-
them for gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they want to, but of course they've helped me get gigs,
Yeah.
right? And they've, they've asked me for, if I want to play for them or play with them,
but
all
that's
that,
like a
no
friends
problem.
thing anyway.
Yeah,
It's
no
not really
problem. No
business, yeah.
problem. But the thing is that if there's something I don't want to do, I just say no and everyone's cool. Yeah. There's no like, oh, but we're friends. You should do this. Like, and it's industry related.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, none of that.
Yeah.
None of that.
Like I would have like people like in the past, because I've done something for Marvel or something, they'll be like, give me their contact. That's like, I'm not allowed to just give a contact. Like that's not something
Exactly.
you can, like the person that I know is a person that I know because we have a relationship together at that place.
Yeah.
And for me to give their personal email out, that's not a thing
That's right.
that's done. And the thing is, they say they understand, but then like communication stops with that said friend.
Yeah.
It's like, what
It's
did I
like
do to you?
they're
I didn't do-
upset.
Yeah, it's like I'm using 1% case. Like there's been bigger cases, and I've lost a lot of friends along the way. I've even lost friends. Like you guys know when I was doing the art direction for the Spider-Man. What's it called? No Way Home. Like I was doing the art direction, and like the team, it wasn't up to par with what I do, and there was a lot of mistakes, and there was stuff released like before they were finished, and a whole bunch of stuff happened. But the thing is, it was too late when the stuff came out. There's no on the internet when something's out of the bag, it's out of the bag.
Yeah.
I got destroyed on the internet. I even trended like me, like get him off the internet. How is he an artist? Like all that shit. I trended for that on Twitter. But the worst part of it is like none of that. I don't care about the Twitter trend and all this sort of stuff. Personal friend artists that I know, seeing them in the comments laughing at me.
Oh.
Seeing them in people's DMs, people sending me DMs of that.
So they see
That
you.
I'm
they
a-
see you burning, and
Yeah,
now they're like,
they said I'm a fraud. Oh, it's like, oh, he's this, he's that, and they know I didn't do the work. I was art direction. I'm not trying to make excuse. I'll take the blame for my whole team because I was the art directing. So that goes through me. I'm the final pass. I'll take the blame. But the fact that these friends of mine all did, piled on because hey, I'm down. Take him while he's down. Like, because I was up here for some reason. People put me up there. Oh, he's famous, he's popular, and all that sort of stuff. So he's up here. But now that he's down here for a bit, he's like on the floor. Let's all pile
kick
on
him while he's down.
Everyone did, and it was like I literally got off the internet for like, and on socials, 3 weeks. I got off socials for 3 weeks because I couldn't type anything. I type something, I get destroyed. It's like, why are you still relevant? Why are you still this? Why are you still that? And it was that actually hurt because I was like, these people that were supposed to be my friends, like friends, all were the ones that were like putting fuel on the fire everywhere. And
I don't ever want to be in that position, bro.
You don't want to. Like I hated it. Like I contemplated this. Like I didn't want to quit art, but I wanted to like just quit making fandom arts. Like I love Marvel, but I wanted to quit doing all that stuff because what is the point? I didn't even make posters. These were like I made these things that we were making were just for social media posts. They were like for free social media posts, and I was destroyed. Like I invaded the country or slapped someone's mother. It's like I was getting death threats. My mum commenting on my thing on Facebook. Like that she loves it or loves my work because my mum loves everything. It's like people piled on my mother's comment.
Oh my god!
And it's like they were saying shit to her. It's like that's the internet. That's that's what's called. And I didn't know what to do for 3 weeks.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very, very careful not to make my friendships business. It's okay. People can ask me if they want some business, and I can, but
advice is fine. Like if you're talking about business advice.
let's say like my friends want me to play somewhere or book me somewhere. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then money. Then there's the money talk. Yeah. How much you want to get paid? This and
That's
that.
the hardest.
It's all fine. But the thing is, like, that's not what I want the friendship to be about. Yeah. And I hate, what do you call it? Competition. Oh, between friendships.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate that. We can all be DJs, yeah, but we don't have to compete with each other.
So I'm assuming you've experienced that before.
Yeah, this is my come up because everyone is trying to get away from the local scene. Yeah, so everyone's trying to make it big. That's when it's the most dangerous.
That's like the creative field. That's the creative field. Like even in mine, yours, it's like everyone's like, I see comments and I see posts and all that sort of stuff. Someone makes a good artwork. It's like, oh, you're the next Bosslogic. Bosslogic is trash now. You can take over. It's like, what's the point? It's like everyone can do artwork. Everyone do good shit. It's like the more the merrier. It's like the thing is, AI is going to take over us anyway. So F off. It's like it's going to take our jobs anyway. So yeah.
I've got friends who are doing way more gigs than me, non-stop every weekend, new place.
And you're happy for them.
Yeah,
but
doesn't faze me one bit. Doesn't faze me one bit. I love it. You know, like, oh, great. And then they'll be like, come, come party. And that's it. I'll just party. No problem. And then when I get a gig, you guys come, It's just give and return.
Jealousy and all this toxic trait that comes with creativity. The creative field is just insane. Yeah. I hate it.
And it's bound to happen, basically. It's like you can't avoid it.
It comes with it. It comes with it. As soon as you, like, even if you're not popular and you get, like, your posted, like, you got one of your pieces, say, like, a magazine posts it or someone posts it, like, of high caliber, people destroy that little artist because, oh, why does he get posted or why does she get posted? It's like, why did they deserve it? It's like, it's only an instant. It's only a moment. It's only a friggin' day. Everyone gets their chance. Just keep working. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. People forget about that post.
That's what I'm saying.
After a few days, months.
They forget, like, big situations have happened in the world, like actual world-changing shit. And people forget it in a year.
Yes.
Like the lockdowns that we were locked down for 2 years. I literally, like, I have to think about it. And that was 2 years of our life.
Yeah.
And that's gone. People forget. We're goldfishes, everyone.
We're good at moving on as humans.
Speaking about moving on, we're going to call it final. Did we good today?
Yeah, well, I think we're all good. Like, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day.
Before we go, where do we find you on socials?
Instagram at Exis Music, SoundCloud at Exis Music, Facebook at Exis Music, Twitter at Exis Music.
You use Twitter still?
Yeah. Yes.
Look for him.
Where else? Spotify, Exis. Yes, but don't mistake me for the Greek band. There's a Greek band.
Exis Music. He looks like this. He looks like Exis. Search him up, listen to his music, and help him get him his dream gig.
Tomorrowland.
Tag them, and tell them
Tomorrowland
to
and Ibiza.
Because if he goes, then I go, and if I go, I can probably create the flyers and posters for them. All right, all right, cool.
That works.
Yeah. Once again, thank you so much for taking out.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man.
Love that. We always love seeing your insight and stuff. Just talking about, like, anything at all. It's always good to hear your opinion on it. And yeah, we really appreciate it, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Hopefully
in the future.
About his dream gig.
Hopefully we can do it at Tomorrowland.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
See you Tomorrowland, why not?
That'd
be awesome.
All right, take care. We're going to go and check out Little D's official pizza. So we're going to see him cook it, create it. It doesn't have onion because he doesn't like onion.
We put onion.
You put onion on it?
Oh, it tastes alright on the pizza. I tried it. It tastes alright. I tried yesterday a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna.
I can eat onion on a pizza. So
pineapple.
We're gonna be sure.
Pineapple. Yeah.
We're gonna be sure to have footage of him trying to create this pizza. So,
all right.
Peace out till next week.
Love you guys. See ya.
So we're out here at Charlie's Pizza to get the
Little D's
special, and there he is right there, the famous man. Oh my god, I'm such a big fan. Look at movie. Daniel Ramsey, bro. There's your lunch.
I created a donut. Look, donut.
Now we wait. 7 minutes exactly. The secret is I'm the fastest at holding boxes here, but no one admits it.
Yeah, Daniel.
I'm hungry, man.
Tried the Little D Charlie edition. which is amazing. So come in, try it out, and say hi to Charlie and his friends.